Hey guys, welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we are talking fading hyperpigmentation, tackling dark spots, and discoloration. However, when it comes to getting the very best results for hyperpigmentation, it's not always about the total number of ingredients you have in your routine. It's about how we use them strategically. So I want to share with you my favorite hacks for fading hyperpigmentation and hoping to elevate the results that you see. Sit back, relax, let's talk the best dark spot skincare. Now, in today's video, we're speaking of hyperpigmentation, but this is actually part of a series that I'm running here on the channel, working smarter, not necessarily harder with skincare, and I've already shared with you my favorite retinoid hacks in a separate video. I'm going to leave a link to that up there. If you missed that, check it out, because those hacks are great for just elevating your anti-aging results. Now, the timing of this video is perfect, because when I woke up this morning, I checked my phone, and I had one of those time hop reminders of a photo that I actually took 20 years ago of me and my best friend on holiday. And the reason that this is kind of timely is I remember when that photo was taken, I was racked with so much insecurity relating to my acne scarring, and hyperpigmentation. I genuinely thought that that was the only thing that people saw when they first looked at me. Now, having seen this picture that I'm on screen now, people weren't focusing down on hyperpigmentation. They were looking at that absolutely tragic fringe, the bangs that covered like 50% of my face. But actually, message I wanted to get out here is, first of all, take a laugh at that photo. If we can't laugh at ourselves, then what is it all about? But just know that our perceptions of our dark spots and discoloration are completely different to what the world sees out there. And if that photo gave you a cheeky smile or a laugh, don't forget to reach down and give this video a big thumbs up and a like. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. Now, I want these hacks to be super fast-paced and quick, so we're getting straight into it with hack number one, which is make sure you use vitamin C twice a day. Now, I know that runs counter to what most people say online, but it's the type of vitamin C you use that's key. Vitamin C is going to be one of the very best ingredients for fading hyperpigmentation, helping us achieve a more even skin tone. So you really want to be using it in your morning and your evening skincare routine. However, using ascorbic acid, which is pure form vitamin C twice a day, will just be too much for the skin, triggering sensitivity and irritation. So be strategic. On a morning, continue to use the vitamin C that you already have, be it an ascorbic acid or one of the vitamin C derivatives. However, on an evening, use just a vitamin C derivative that's super gentle, won't trigger irritation on the skin, but will really help double down on the hyperpigmentation effects without needing to do a whole lot different. This is something that I started to do around 18 months ago, and it's honestly transformed my hyperpigmentation experience. I use my pure form vitamin C on a morning, then on an evening I'll use a vitamin C derivative. One of my absolute favourites is this. This is the Scorbol tetroisopalmitate solution from The Ordinary. It has a ridiculously long name, so don't worry, I have linked this down in the description box below if you want to check it out. But this is a wonderful vitamin C derivative that will double down your vitamin C game without triggering much sensitivity or irritation. It's absolutely fine to use vitamin C twice a day for the best results. Just make sure at least one of those applications is a gentle vitamin C derivative. Now, hack number two is show your dark spots a little kindness. I think when it comes to skincare, we're always in attack mode. You know, what can we use to obliterate those wrinkles, to remove that hyperpigmentation? It's all very negative the way that we interact with any skin issues we have. And honestly, this can do more harm than good. When it comes to hyperpigmentation, showing your dark spots and discoloration a little TLC will pay so many dividends. That's because hyperpigmentation's number one trigger is inflammation in the skin. So anything we can do to suppress inflammation, return some equilibrium and calm, is going to help prevent that hyperpigmentation being replaced. We use actives to remove it, eradicate it, then we use some actives to help prevent its reoccurrence. And always make sure you have at least one calming and soothing serum in your skincare routine to do just that. One of my favorites is this. This is the Geek and Gorgeous Stress Less Serum. There are so many different compounds in here which are going to calm the skin, minimize inflammation and irritation. This really is a wonder. And again, one of the main things that drove the change in terms of my own hyperpigmentation is showing it a little love and TLC. Whichever serum you use, make sure you have at least one calming and soothing serum in your skincare routine to make sure that we just keeping that equilibrium and making sure that hyperpigmentation doesn't reappear. Hack number three is azelaic acid twice a day. So this is kind of similar to hack one that I shared about doubling up on your vitamin C. Hack three is make sure that you're using your azelaic acid, whichever one you choose, twice a day, morning and evening. That's because azelaic acid is one of the most effective hyperpigmentation treatments. Not only does it suppress inflammation in the skin, so it prevents the formation of that excess pigment, but it also helps prevent it pool in uneven distribution. A lot of the issues we have with excess pigment production is it pools, and so you get areas of dark spots and discoloration. Azelaic acid will just help even all of that out, and I think for me at least it's been one of the game changers in my hyperpigmentation skincare routine. So azelaic acid is actually super gentle. It might have acid in the title, but it's not, the same as say exfoliating acids like glycolic. It can absolutely be used twice a day, and I'd recommend everyone incorporate it that way in order to maximize the results you see. I get my azelaic acid fix from my own serum. This is the Mad About Skin Multi-Active Super Serum. This has a 5% azelaic acid concentration in it, which is perfect to use morning and evening to just elevate your hyperpigmentation game. This also has a vitamin C derivative in it too, so if you're one of these people that thinks, I don't want to buy a whole separate vitamin C derivative serum to use in the evenings, you can absolutely use this morning and evening alongside your other vitamin C's and skincare to make sure you're getting that double effect of the azelaic acid, the vitamin C, to really help elevate your hyperpigmentation game. Whichever azelaic acid you go for, know that it's absolutely safe to use it morning and evening, and that's what's going to give you the very best results without necessarily having to have a new serum at all. Now, hack number 4 is a little gem called kojic acid. Now, kojic acid is clinically proven to be the most effective over-the-counter hyperpigmentation treatment. While some people might reach for hydroquinone, which is a prescription-only option, that comes with a lot of side effects and really does have to be monitored by a medical professional. Kojic acid is like the next run down from hydroquinone, far safer, doesn't require a prescription, and is one of the hottest ingredients of 2025 going into 2026. And honestly, for good reason, because you'll see really quick results with kojic acid. After just using it for a month to 6 weeks, you'll start to see that hyperpigmentation elevate, break apart, and be removed from the skin. Now, there are lots of different serums that contain kojic acid, and I would say make sure you choose one that fits your lifestyle and the number of steps you want in your skincare routine. These are the two that I use. For a daily treatment, if you want to get your kojic acid fix daily, then the Remedy for Dark Spots serum is an absolute holy grail. Phenomenal low dose kojic acid that you can use every single day, and that will definitely get to grips and fade that hyperpigmentation in no time at all. If you're someone that doesn't want a daily treatment, another step in your daily skincare routine, you could opt for a weekly or twice a weekly treatment. This is from my own line, the Mad About Skin Light Chemical Peel Gel. This uses a higher dose of kojic acid than with the Remedy, so you really only need to use it once or twice a week. Less cumbersome because you don't have to slot it into your daily skincare routine, but will still deliver you some next level results because it's got a higher concentration of that key active. It's really up to you how often you want to use kojic acid, but make sure you choose a product that is suitable for that frequency. Daily, go with the Remedy. Weekly, go with this option, and that way you'll have a kojic acid fix based on your lifestyle, your routine, and kind of how you want to use the ingredient. Now, last but by no means least is hack number 5, which is apply your sunscreen correctly. Now, I think there are 2 stages to this. First and foremost, finding a sunscreen that works for you, that you actually enjoy. I know a lot of people have found their holy grail, which is phenomenal, but if you haven't found it already, check out a recent video I did sharing with you my personal top 10 when it comes to sunscreens. I'll leave a link to that video up there if you haven't checked it out already. But once you've found your holy grail, application is just as important, and I want everyone to kind of switch it around a little bit. Instead of applying your sunscreen all in one thick layer on the skin, switch it and apply it in 2 separate applications. Apply a small amount of the sunscreen to the face, wait a minute for it to absorb, get into synergy with the skin, and then apply the same amount again on top. This works amazingly because you'll just find it feels less heavy on the skin with 2 applications versus doing one big application. It just kind of works in synergy far better with the skin, so you'll have a nicer finish. But also it means you're not going to miss any spots. If on the first pass you miss some areas, as we all do, don't worry, you'll probably get them with the second pass. The problem with one big bulky sunscreen application is if you miss a bit, that's it. You don't go in to cover it again, and so you might miss a patch which could trigger hyperpigmentation. So whatever sunscreen you happen to use, make sure you're applying it in 2 stages, about 60 seconds apart. You'll get a far better application, it'll feel nicer on the skin, and it'll just mean that if you miss anything on the first pass, you'll catch it on the second pass, because none of us out there are perfect. So there you have it, guys. Some hints, tips, and hacks for elevating your hyperpigmentation skincare routine. Hopefully people won't need to spend a whole lot of additional coin in order to incorporate these hacks. They use products we likely already have, such as doubling down on your azelaic acid application, making sure that we're applying our sunscreen correctly. These are all quick wins that hopefully will send your hyperpigmentation results through the roof. Always remember that when it comes to dark spots, discoloration, and even skin tone, this is something we all experience in our skincare journey, and hopefully that photo that I shared with you earlier is kind of proof of that. Let's normalize an uneven skin tone. It's part of what makes us us, and just remember, the world perceives us completely different to how we see ourselves, and that's something I wish I knew 20 years ago when that picture was taken. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.